Hello students, welcome to the geography class. Today we will discuss factors affecting distribution and density of population. We know that there are many factors which affects density of population and distribution of population. Let's start. We have divided these factors into three groups. Number 1, geographical factors. Number 2, economic factors. Number 3, social and cultural factors. When we divide these geographical factors in four different subgroups, then we will be able to understand in detail which problem is affecting the distribution and the density of the population. First of all, the first factor under geographical factor is water availability, landforms, climate, soil. These are the main four factors under this first group, geographical factor. Second factor is economic factor, and we divide it into three main subparts. First one is minerals, second urbanization, third industrialization. And third part is social and cultural factors. Let's discuss all these factors in detail. Our first factor, geographical factors. And under these factors, we discuss four factors. The first one is water availability. The existence of water in any area leads to the large population living there, while regions in the world that have little or non-availability of water discourages population. Students, we know that water is very important factor for life. So it definitely affects the distribution of population because water is used for drinking, bathing, cooking, also for cattle, crop, industries, navigation, etc. If we discuss in detail, if we see high density population, these areas, these places, they receive good amount of rainfall and they have enough water for all the needs. If we see the low density areas, then these areas receives less rainfall or the less amount of water. People, they cannot fulfill their needs, they cannot use the water according to their needs. High density population area is east coast of China, and low density population area is Arabian Peninsula. This is just an example. There are many areas of high density or low density areas under water availability conditions. Let's see these two areas. This is high density area. We were talking about east coast of China. See here. See, this is densely populated area. I have given this world map which is based on the distribution or the density of the population. And low density area, that is Arabian Peninsula. Let's see here, water availability is not according to the needs of the people. So density is less here. Now come to next factor, that is landforms. The area with flat plains encourages dense population, and area with high or rugged mountains have sparse population. Why? Because people, those who are living in plain areas, They have many jobs to do, like agriculture, industries also set up there, and these industries encourages the opportunities to get employment. People prefer to live on flat plains and gentle slopes because these areas are favorable for the production of the crops and to build industries or for good transportation system. The good transportation system is very essential for the development of the nation or for the development of the economy. If we see, the Ganga plain is the most densely populated area in India, and the mountain zones in Himalaya, it is less populated area. Now let's see these areas in world map. High density population area. This is Ganga Valley in India. Say this area is densely populated. We know that Ganga plains are here, and low density area is the Himalayas here. Here less populated area is located because it is not possible to develop good transport system in hilly areas or to set up industries or for agriculture. Next point, this is climate. We know that climate affects people. People would like to move to that place where they found attractive climate or the pleasant climate, or we can say moderate climate. And extreme climate means very hot or very cold. See, very hot or cold deserts, which are very uncomfortable for human habitation because it is very difficult to live in hot deserts or cold desert. Hot deserts, you know very well. We can give the example of Sahara, and we can give the example of a Thar desert in India also. Cold deserts near poles. So these areas are not comfortable for human habitation. The areas with comfortable climate where there is not much seasonal variation, those areas attract more people. The areas with heavy rainfall or extreme or harsh climates have low population. Heavy rainfall areas, these areas, you know that equatorial region, heavy rainfall areas. Mediterranean region were inhabited from early periods in history due to their pleasant climate. We all know that pleasant climate is found near Mediterranean regions. That's why in this area we found high density population. Let's see map. Come here. I have given the example of UK in high density area. And let's see here, because climate is good here. And I have given example of Sahara, one of a hot desert, and Alaska, it is the example of cold desert. Sahara, here, very hot, very difficult to live. Climatic conditions are not good here. And Alaska, too cold to live, not comfortable for living. Our next factor is soil. Fertile soils encourage a large population, while a barren soil means not able to produce crops, discourage population locations. These fertile soils are very important for agriculture and other activities which are based on agriculture. So, the areas which have fertile soils, People would like to live there. They would prefer to go to these places where fertile soil is found. And these can support intensive agriculture. There is one activity for you. Write some names of areas in India which are thinly populated. Thinly populated means less populated areas due to poor soils, which are barren soil, less fertile. Now come to the world map. We would like to see the areas which are highly populated due to soil fertility and which are less populated due to less fertility of soil, or you can say that due to barren land. I have given the example of Netherlands in high density of population. Here, because of soil fertility, it is densely populated area, and less populated area or low density it is found in Amazon. In Amazon, here is a clay like laterite soil, that is reddish or we can say yellowish. This soil is acidic or poor in nutrients. So it is called terra preta. The name of that soil is terra preta and it is not good for agriculture.
Now let's discuss economic factors. Under economic factors, we will discuss sub-factors, sub-points. Those are minerals, urbanization or industrialization. First of all, we have minerals. What do you mean by mineral? Minerals are the solid substance that are present in nature and can be made of one or more elements combined together. You have read these definitions in your 11th standard. The areas with mineral deposits attract industries because we know that the industries are located near the areas where minerals can be easily found, or we can say that the raw material for the related industry is found. Mining and industrial activities generate employment where skilled and semi-skilled workers are required in these industries. So people would like to move in those areas where they will get employment or where they will get their jobs easily. So these areas are densely populated. For example, in Africa, Katanga, Zambia, Copper Belt is the good example of it. Next point is urbanization. Now, first of all, it is very important to know that what is urbanization? Urbanization is the increase in the proportion of people living in towns and cities. Urbanization occurs because people move from rural area to urban areas. It usually happens in developing countries. So what happens when cities offer better employment opportunities, educational or medical facilities, means of transport, better means of transport and communication, other good facilities or attraction of city life, then people would like to move to the cities. It leads to the rural to urban migration. So cities started growing in size. Mega cities of the world continue to attract large number of migrants every year. Now what are mega cities? Mega cities are those cities in which population is more than 10 millions. Our last point is industrialization. First of all, it is very important to know that what is industrialization. It is the period where social and economic change that transforms a human being from an agrarian society into an industrial society. Agrarian society means agricultural society. These industrial areas provide better job opportunities and attract large number of people. And these include not only factory workers but good transport operators, because we know that good transport system is required for industrialization, shopkeepers, bank employees, doctors, teachers, and other service providers. So when people got so many facilities in an area, they would like to move to that particular area, and they are getting better job opportunities, so they would like to move to industrial belts. The Kobe Osaka region of Japan. This area is densely populated area because many industries are there in this area.
So it was the last point under economic factors. Now let's discuss last factor, that is social and cultural factors. These are also known as socio-cultural factors. Some places attract more people because they have religious or cultural significance. But people would like to move away from that place. Means they don't want to live on that place where social and political unrest is there. That means people don't feel safe in there where this social and political unrest is there. Sometimes government offer opportunities to people to live in less populated areas or to move away from overcrowded places, because these overcrowded places create many problems and one of them is environmental problem. Thank you so much. I hope you will like this video and we will meet again in next video.